Is the rapid advancement of artificial intelligence actually a threat to the soul of our civilization? Or is this just the latest attempt by global powers to exert control over the digital frontier? When the leader of the Catholic Church decides to weigh in on the most complex technological revolution in history, it isn't just a religious matter, it is a massive political signal that is currently reverberating through the halls of Congress and the tech boardrooms of Silicon Valley. Before we continue, if you want to stay on top of everything happening in U.S. politics, hit that subscribe button right now and leave a like. It really helps this channel grow and ensures you don't miss our deep dives into the stories that shape our world. This week, Pope Leo XIV released his highly anticipated first encyclical, titled Magnifica Humanitas. While many expected a traditional message focusing on faith or social charity, the document took a sharp, unexpected turn. The Pope addressed the world with an urgent warning regarding the risks posed by artificial intelligence. In his manifesto, he explicitly stated that policymakers across the globe, specifically here in the United States, must address the widespread availability of this emerging technology with what he calls clarity. He is calling for the establishment of adequate regulatory tools that are capable of upholding justice and, most importantly, curbing the, quote, distorting effects of technological power. This is not a vague suggestion. It is a direct appeal for a slowing down. The Vatican is essentially telling world leaders that the current trajectory of AI development, left unchecked, poses a significant risk to human dignity and societal stability. The Pope's language is calculated and carries significant weight, implying that we have allowed the speed of innovation to outpace our capacity for moral judgment. Now, why does this matter for American politics? For months, we have seen a tug-of-war in Washington between those who want to foster innovation and those who are terrified of the existential risks AI might pose to our workforce, our security, and our elections. Lawmakers are currently grappling with how to regulate tech giants without stifling the American economy. Suddenly, you have a global moral authority weighing in, demanding that justice and ethics take priority over efficiency and market dominance. This adds a completely new layer to the legislative debate. If you look at the political landscape, this complicates things for both sides of the aisle. The accelerationist faction of the tech world, which believes we should push AI to its absolute limit as fast as possible, now has a very loud, very visible opposition. On the other hand, those who have been calling for stricter oversight and guardrails now have a major endorsement. The question becomes, will Congress listen to the Vatican, or will the momentum of the AI gold rush prove too strong to stop? The outcome of this call for regulation could lead to a massive clash. We are talking about potential new executive orders, international treaties, and perhaps even a total overhaul of how we treat AI in the legal system. If the Pope's Magnifica Humanitas gains traction, we could see a push for a global moratorium or at least a strict international framework that would drastically change the landscape for companies like OpenAI, Google, and Meta. This is no longer just a technical issue of data privacy or algorithmic bias. It is being framed as a battle for the preservation of human agency itself. The pressure is now on. The world is watching to see how President Biden and congressional leaders respond to this manifesto. Will they ignore it as a symbolic gesture, or will they treat it as a blueprint for the next phase of tech regulation? So what do you think about this? Do you believe the Pope is right to call for a slowdown? Or is this an unnecessary interference in technological progress that could leave the West behind? Drop your opinion in the comments below. I read every single one. As the lines between technology and humanity continue to blur, one thing is certain. The conversation about AI has officially moved from the laboratory into the moral and political spotlight. We will be tracking this situation closely as more world leaders respond to this manifesto in the coming days. Stay tuned, because the power struggle over the future of artificial intelligence is just getting started, and you don't want to be left behind as the rules of the game are rewritten. Keep your eyes on the news, keep questioning the narrative, and I will see you in the next video.